Salam, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal and copy to all. In this video, I'm going to talk about the best headphones or earphones you should use if you're working in IT industry or software related or any industry which requires you to have a lot of conference calls and stuff like that. Wait. Before you go ahead, you need to take the requirements because I work in IT industry and I want to make sure that the headphones are discreet and I'm able to use them in the office without getting noticed or without people staring at me. All right, hold on. What about me? I go to the gym every day. I go for a walk. The headphone should be able to cater to me as well. Okay, get lost. We'll try to see. Hey guys, that was me just playing around with the clone effect in Wondershare. Now coming back to the topic of discussion today I'm here to share my experience with you of using different flagship headphones and earphones during the course of last 3 to 4 years. Just to give a background on my usage, I am an IT professional and my typical usage of headphones is around 4 to 6 hours every day on con calls, listening to music. When I was going to the office before the pandemic, listening to the music while traveling and stuff like that. I hope that this video will be able to provide you an insight and help you make a purchase decision when you're going for one of the flagship headphones because they're pretty expensive. So let's get on to it. So the first one we're going to talk about is Beats or Power Beats Pro. Now these are headphones with a clip, so you can just put them on your ears and they'll stick there. So one of the good things about them is that no matter what you do, no matter whether you're running or just going to the gym or just wearing them for as long as you want, they will not fall from your ear because they are just clipped. Now if you are a user of an Android phone, as you might be knowing that Beats is now a part of Apple products, this company is now owned by Apple. So if you have an Apple phone, these are good for you because all the features of the app wherein you can see how much battery is left in them and all the other features which the app provides is available only to the Apple users. But I'm an Android user and I bought them by hearing a lot of good reviews about them because they're very good and stuff like that. But to be honest, my experience with them the disappointing, and I think that I almost basically wasted $350 on them. And I'll tell you the reasons. The first reason is I'm an Android user and these do not have an app for Android, which basically means as people say that it's not a big deal, all you will not be able to see is the battery and some of the other features, but it matters because when you're taking them out and you don't know how much battery is left, you're just doing a guess. And I've seen them falling short on battery while I was in the office or in the train because I never knew how much battery is left when I actually left home. As far as their performance is concerned, my experience with them is because they're not noise cancelling. First of all, when you're speaking to somebody, there's a lot of noise which you hear from around. And the second thing which I noticed was the other person on the other side of the conversation used to listen to a lot of the ambient noise around, and the voice is not crisp and not clear, especially when you are at places wherein you have crowd behind you or there are a lot of construction going on, or you're especially outside. But if you're at home and there's not much voice around and there's no ambient noise, they seem to be pretty okay. But why will you spend like $350 on something which is not perfect? So according to my experience, if you are an Android user, just skip them, they're not worth it. Now the second headphone which I want to talk to you about is, which is basically not a earphone, a headphone, is Bose QC35. This is the first version and this is the headphone which I have used the most. I've been using it for last 3 years. I bought it when they were released and I've been very happy with them. They connect through Bluetooth, they're very durable, they've fallen, they've had a lot of wear and tear, they have sustained everything. As far as their fit and finish is concerned, see, if you see here, these headphones are in ear. So what happens is when you put them on, your ears go inside. So that's the first comforting factor. So you can wear them for such a long time and they're so light that you really don't see any fatigue. I've been wearing them for 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, and I've actually been wearing them on flights for more than 10 to 14 hours when we were able to fly, especially going from Sydney to India. So these are my go-to headphones, point blank, and the battery life is still amazing. It's been around 2.5 years, and I just charge them once a week, and they run throughout the week. So 5 days working, 3 to 4 hours of usage, all the con calls, they're absolutely perfect. You can put them on and then just walk if you're just walking inside the house, like walk and talk. And you can also use them outside in safe environments. The reason I say safe environments is these headphones do not have the first version, at least the QC35, the mode wherein you can have a pass through and you can hear whatever is around, right? So that's one of the drawbacks in them. They just have noise cancellation, you can't control it. So it's just switches on and you just shut off from everywhere. And one of the drawbacks of that, which I really saw in my personal experience, was once I was going to the train station and something fell from my laptop bag, and because they were on mode, I couldn't hear it. So somebody really has to run behind me and come and tap me on the back and say, oh, your this thing has fallen, and that's when I got to know. And the second thing is, if you are actually on a red light and you have to cross a road, you'll not be able to hear anything on the traffic. And I'll also be very careful if you're going to use them in the gym, because if you're doing weightlifting and some of the weights fall, then you'll not be able to hear them and there are chances that there might be an accident. But if you're using them in safe environments wherein you're sure that there is not much that there's not much danger, and even if there is a lot of noise behind, but if you're safe, these will work perfectly fine. So if you're just looking for one headphone which you want to use for your office, for your gym, when you are actually doing it at home or on a treadmill in a safe environment, or about listening to the music, Bose has the best music quality you can think of. I mean, these are just amazing. So these are jack of all if you just want to buy one headphone, and you can be careful around them when you're using them in an environment wherein you do need some kind of passive noise to be safe. As long as you can just make sure that you are able to do that and be safe, these are absolutely awesome. I've never had any complaint from the people on the other side of the phone that they're not able to hear me or something like that. They have absolutely work fine, and I've never run out of the battery on them, because I do know they will work for 5 days on my usage of 4 to 5 hours once I charge them. So thumbs up to Bose, they got it right the first time. I'll not buy the new versions. That's the drawback, because they're just too expensive, and this just solves all the things which I want to do. But there are some people who do not like headphones, because one of the things which might happen with them is, like, once you keep on wearing them, especially at the places where the temperature is 45-50 degrees, they tend to, because your ears are covered, that you will have sweat, and that might also damage these cushions, although they are replaceable. I replaced after 2 years for $50. And if you actually just wipe them off, and this is what one of the Bose employees told me, if you just wipe them off and just put the silicone packet, which comes for like $1 or like 50 rupees in India, they will work fine, and you'll not have this issue with these cushions at all. But it's your choice. But in case you do not like this design and you don't want headphones and you're happy with the earphones, the next earphone which I'm going to talk to you about is just awesome. This is a Huawei product. Yes, it is from China, and I know a lot of things are happening these days regarding Chinese products, but I really like Huawei products. I've been using Huawei phone for last 2 years and it has never failed me, and the same is with this headphone. Now these are noise cancelling headphones and they do have awareness mode or the pass-through mode, wherein you can actually control when you want to be on noise cancellation and when you want to be on the awareness mode, which is really the key in this. Now many people also don't want to have this headphone while they are in office and just stand out, oh somebody is just wearing it, just looks odd. But if you're an executive who just want to have minimalistic design, this is just awesome. These are actually the AirPods of Android phones. The app which comes with them is AI app. I did have some issues with that app when I was initially setting it up. I will upload a video of the unboxing where I do tell what kind of issue you can face for the first time, but after that it's absolutely fine. Once you open them and say you have the Android app, I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see this or not, but if you don't, then I will just go ahead and put an overlay on this. So this is the app. So the moment you open it, it will show you, not sure if you're able to see this or not, but it will show you, I'll just increase the brightness. So uh, the moment you basically open them, it just shows you how much battery they have. And then once you go in, you have these noise cancelling and pass through and all the modes. So all you need to do is just take them out, put them in the ear. And I also thought that because they don't have tactile buttons, they might not be so good, but they were. So just press this while you're traveling and it just goes to awareness mode, and then you press it again and it just shows that everything is off, and then you press it again and now it is in noise cancelling mode. This is very easy and the battery life is pretty amazing as well. I get around 4 hours at one go once I take them off, and then this generally recharges them for 3 to 4 times. So we're talking about around 16 hours of battery, which is 4 to 5 hours a day, three and a half days of business use, which is really awesome. And I think what Huawei does is, like, there are two kind of people who get inspired or just copy something. One is who just copy and then they will get, just an analogy of exam. So if you're copying something from somebody, then generally you get less marks, but then there are people who improvise when they get inspired. I think Huawei just uh, got inspired from Apple and they took it to the next level. And these are perhaps the best earphones, that is, for Android phones. And I also tried the Jabra Elite 675T, which I think that's the model number, which has noise cancellation, but they didn't stick in my ear, and it was very difficult, so I just sold them after a week on Gumtree. Now these fit in fine, and this app, they also send you 3 slots of these ear tips, so you can just try to change them, and they have this fit test, which I have also explained in my review or the unboxing which I did. And once you get which particular headphone or the ear tip you want, they're pretty steady, they will sit in your ear. But I like to tell you that all those people who say that earphones can sit in your ears for hours and hours, I don't think so. My personal experience has been that no matter how good the earphone is, because they sit inside your ear canal, there will be some sweating, and after a while there will be some sort of fatigue and you will see that they're slipping off. You can just put them in and they'll stay in. So I've been able to use them for 2-3 hours at a go, and as far as music is concerned, they're not as good as Bose, but they're not bad as well. So if you're looking for an earphone which just fits all the bills, or just just fits, checks all the boxes which we want, okay, should be good for the gym, this is fine. You can use it in awareness mode in the gym. You can have con calls. Again, I've taken con calls of them in the outside when it has been airy. I have taken phone calls in trains wherein the ambient noise is pretty high, in malls, and the other person has never complained. Now, I'm not doing a voice test over here. I'll put in some review links wherein some people have tried to do it, but I'm just sharing my experience of using them to day life. And then you can just go ahead and form your own opinion if you are looking to buy any one of them. Um, if you ask me, I still think that this Bose QC35 is the best headphone. If I just have to buy one, I'll just still go with it, given the choices, and I have to relive. I'll never buy this Beats or any Apple product going forward for Android phones. I saw in reviews and I thought that it'll work because many people said it will, and it's just about the battery. No, they don't work well, and the connection also dropped. So no Apple products, if at least for me, if I'm on Android. I don't want to be part of the Apple ecosystem. QC, if you just want one headphone. If you can manage to have two, then I'll say Huawei as well as this. And then it's a personal choice. So if you're okay with if you just want, say, one headphone and you're okay with the headphones and not earphones, with this kind of look in the office as well as at home, and you don't mind that awareness mode and you can be at the safe environments, maybe this. And if you want all bells and whistle and basically you're not so finicky about the music quality, then I'll say go with Huawei. It's pretty good. It's bang for the money. It was $229. I bought it on Boxing Day sale around 2 months ago, and these one are still selling on 350 to 250. There are a lot of deals which go on these. If you are in India, you're talking about around 20,000, 15 to 20,000 range, depending on when you buy them. But they're worth it. Because just look at it this way. According to me, we go and buy a lot of these headphones which are not so good and they just die in a year. These will stay. And I'll share one more story with you. As far as water resistance is concerned, most of them are water resistant, but this is the only one which I tried. I actually, there was a party and I did slip into a pool with this Huawei earphone as well as this phone, and both of them survived. Although they don't recommend swimming with it, but I came out and I just kept it there for, say, 4 or 5 hours, and they've been working absolutely fine. So yeah, that's about it. I hope that this video did give you some insight of my experience with these headphones, and if you are in IT or any profession wherein you're using these headphones for prolonged time, and especially in these times which we are living in, maybe this will help you to make a purchase decision. And if you have stayed till here and you do like the information shared by me, please do hit the like and subscribe button and share it to your friends who are looking for this kind of information. In this channel, I do share my reviews and my experiences as well as my travel vlogs. This is my hobby, and your like and subscription does motivate me to bring up very good content to you and share more experiences as we go along. So that's about it for now. See you in the next one. Peace.